welcome back to the GNC Family Farms. What happens on the farm stays on the farm. But not today, we're going to let it all hang out. Well. It is Wednesday, the 28th. I had to look there for a minute on the counter. I couldn't remember. It's going fast, isn't it? Well, we just came out of Memorial Day weekend. Had a great time this past weekend. Family and friends came down and hung out on the farm, and we did all kinds of neat stuff. And kids had a blast walking across the rope bridge that I made for them. And so lots and lots of things happened. Monday, I finally got down there. I mowed Friday. I mowed Friday down there. Part of it was pretty dried out, and was able to get that all mowed out and get the mosquito infestation under control. But I was able to, on Monday, to get a couple tree trunks dug out that I've been wanting to get out, because Crazy Miko gets his chain all wrapped around it. Yeah. Finally got that dug out. I got a couple more down there that I need to, but it goes further into the Waller area, and it's still pretty muddy, and I'm just not about to get my tractor stuck anymore. I'm done getting the tractor stuck. Knock on wood, hopefully. Yes, I do have Sunday's video. It did not get uploaded Sunday because Sunday I went in after doing the video and I got scatterbrained. So many things got done. I had loads of laundry. I mean, tons of laundry that need to be done. That happens when you have family and friends come spend the week and spend the nights and stuff like that. So I had tons of bedding and stuff that needed to be done. And I just, as time got away, and next thing I know, Monday came around, and then here we are, Wednesday. So today is going to be uploading day. And I've got to edit Sunday's video, and then I got to edit this video. So I will be getting both of the videos out. I probably will drop Sunday's video today, and then I will probably have this one scheduled to drop tomorrow. So technically you won't see it until Thursday, so happy Friday Eve. Big shout out to chipdrop.com. After 2 years, my wife and I was thinking it was 3, but I think it's been about 2 years that we started advertising and putting it out on Facebook that we, if anyone's got wood chips, they can drop it here. Fill dirt, they can bring here, because we can always use that kind of stuff for the animals and dirt. We can always use dirt, especially with Miko digging in his spots. But after 2 years, we finally got a notification this morning that they came, and I don't know what time they came because I slept in today. I'm not gonna lie, I slept in today. So I didn't get up early like I normally do, because normally I'd already been out here probably when they came. They said they probably would bring another load today, so which is nice. Appreciate it. And so we thank chip.com for putting our ad out there and finally getting some results from it. It always feels gratifying when you finally get that, when you finally get the response back, or you finally get that product that you've been thinking, well, is it ever going to happen? It's like the other, I don't know, it was last week or something when I was doing, decorating the farm for the summertime, and I saw the sign out there by our gate, and I was like, should I take that down? I'm like, no one's ever going to bring any. And I was like, no, I'll just leave it up. I do need to kind of, because it's been up there for about 2 years, it's time to redo it. And I'm really happy that we finally got a drop, and that'll be helpful for putting the chickens the winter time, and so less expense for us, especially out of pocket. So I mean, after Monday, rain settled in on Tuesday. Today's, like I said, today's Wednesday. I know what I was going to tell you. Was it was Sunday. Yeah. Sunday, normally Gypsy is allowed outside and without any lead or any, chains or anything like that. She normally stays on the property. I have heard that she does venture up to the neighbors, and they don't mind her at all. They know who she is, and so they always say, Gypsy, go on home. And so she always comes home. Well, Sunday, I don't know, late afternoon, she had I guess, a brain fart. Because she decided not, I thought because the neighbor came over, okay, basically the neighbor came over and said, hey, I think Gypsy's over at the ballpark. I said, oh, great. He said, yeah, my mom saw it on Facebook, and they said the police was going to be called to pick her up. I'm like, great. And I guess 45 minutes, before they even got to me, which was probably close to an hour before it got to bus. So I decided, well, I'll drive over there and see if I can see her and see if the police is over there. No, couldn't see her at all. Tons of black dogs, but not Gypsy. So I called the sheriff department right away, and I said, I was wondering if you might have had one of your deputies out to pick up a dog at the park. And they said, well, what kind of dog is it? And I said, well, it's like a lab mix, black. She answers the Gypsy. She's got a brown collar around her with little silver bones around it, which is fitting for her now. And they said, yes, we did pick up a dog. You'll have to call the dog, the adoption center, the Muskegon County Dog Center on Tuesday when they open. Great. So I didn't leave a message on Sunday. Monday morning, my wife said, well, did you leave a message? And I'm like, well, no, I'll just call them on Tuesday. Well, you probably should call them and see if they have her over there. I'm like, well, they're not going to be open. But I didn't say a word like that. I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, they're not going to be open, but okay, I'll leave a message. Well, to come to find out, there was someone over there. They answered the phone right away, and I basically told them the same thing. She's a live mix, blah, blah, blah. And so they said, you can come get her. And I'm like, oh, great. So went to pick her up and brought her home. The whole time I was asking her, what was you thinking? And the whole time she'd look out the window, the passenger side window. Every time I talked to her, she knew she was in trouble. She just didn't want to listen to that. Every time I'd say, and did you learn your lesson from spending time in jail? She'd look out the window. And so, needless to say, now she's on a lead, a very long lead, so that she has her freedom that she's used to, but she is no longer allowed to be off the lead. Well, anyways, it was Monday evening, my wife and I were talking, and I said, well, I think what happened is, there's disc golf that backs up into the park and comes close to our property. I said, well, she probably was over in the woods and someone saw her and just assumed that maybe she was, a wild dog or, whatever. And they called the police. Well, come to find out, no. Because my wife found the ad and where she was posted. She was up on 666. Now, it's not a highway. It's a country road, but people drive like it's a freeway, okay? I mean, they go like 65. I mean, some of us normal people, we go the normal speed, which is, I think, 45. She could have been hit. And that really, really just sunk into me that why would she get way up there? As far as I know, she's never... I've seen her in the back of our property, towards the park, and I've seen her in the woods, but I never knew that she went through the park and went up on the road. I just don't understand what she was thinking and how dangerous that could have been. So, needless to say, she is no longer allowed to be running free. Her life will now is shortened to a lead when she wants to be outside, which is a shame because she. When we first came here, this is a lie. She had never been down here before. The first day that we got here with the moving trucks and all that, I said, "Well, just let her off." I said, "She's not going to go too far. I mean, she never really was a runner or anything like that." So I said, "We'll just see what she does." She knew her boundaries. She always knew where her boundaries were. She never ventured back there in the back too much. I mean, she'd go over there, she'd go around the back. She knew where the property line was at. It was really, I always said it was amazing how she just knew where to go and not to go. Well, here we are going into our 4th year living here, and now she has decided, I'm just going to roam the whole area. But no longer will she be allowed just to roam. She will be living on a lead, and then she goes in the evening times with us. Because that was, when I saw the pictures where she was, they took pictures of her and where she was at, that just, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. Because these people that are around, I mean, not around us, but the people that live around here and the way they drive on that road, it's crazy. And she's not a fast moving dog. I mean, she's one of them, I'm a coming, I'm a walking across. It scared me to death when I saw them pictures, and that's when I realized that, because sometimes she works so my heart, because I feel bad for her, because she's likes to be roaming, and I like her to roam because that kind of keeps the predators away. And yeah, she can look at me with her little sad puppy eyes all she wants. She's not going to ever be allowed to be loose. Even when we go up to the bus stop, if I take her up to the bus stop and I will take her in the truck, or I'll take her on her leash. So if I drive the tractor up or whatever, she'll have to stay here on the property. Because usually she always, like I'd be like, Gypsy, come here. And she'd stop. She'd walk right beside the tractor, But, yeah, she kind of ruined it for herself. I'm just glad that, we have honest people around here, and someone didn't just take her, because she would have probably got in the car with them. Come on, get in the car. Because the lady who posted the post said she's or they called him a he, called Gypsy a he. Well, he's a really nice dog, and he lovely, and I'm just like, man, someone could have took her, and I would have never known. There's no way I would have known. I would assume that she's roaming the property, or maybe she went up to the neighbors. I would have never, in a million years, would have said, "Oh, Gypsy's up on the 666." No way would have I ever said that. So to see her up there, and not on this side of the road, she was on the other side of the road. Now, of course, someone could have stopped, and I assume that's probably what happened here. The person stopped and saw her and kept her away from the traffic again. Thank blessing of God that they did that. I still got this cold, or allergies, or whatever it is. I know on Monday the white stuff was just flowing through here. I mean, it was like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. The next couple of days I'm gonna be runny noses and everything else. And I take Benadryl, so I don't know. It's just one tough things to lick, I guess. Let's see what else. Yep, when I saw her up there, I just was like, you gotta be kidding me. I never in a million years would have said gypsies crossed the park and then went up to cross the. Nope, I would have never in a million years would have said that. I just assumed that she was back here in the park somewhere and someone saw her and then didn't think that maybe she would live at one of these houses, adjacent to the park. But that's what I assumed, and jumped to the conclusion that someone just overreacted. But no, my dog is up on 666 where she could have got killed, and but anyway, she'll be turning 8 here on the 30th. The end of the month, she'll be turning 8 years old. So she's going to live many, many more years here on the farm, hopefully, as long as I keep her on the lead, because she now has gone beyond her boundaries. That's for sure. Okay, let's see what else. Well, last 2 days have been raining. We got rain in the forecast today. It's supposed to be pretty heavy later here this afternoon. So not much to do here today. I'm gonna, like I said, I gotta make tea today. Gotta get the tea caught up, and I just been doing a little bit of things because Thursday I gotta clean house. Tomorrow I'll be cleaning house and get it all cleaned up from all the Memorial Day fun. Like I said, we had a really good time, and it's sad that some people made choices not to come here because of their ego or whatever they want to call it. Yeah, it put a burr in my side, and it really has bothered me a lot. And the reason is because this person is flesh and blood, and for them to just write us off after we've done so much for them. And the thing is, we didn't do anything. You ever notice when you're doing your own thing and you're minding your own business, that's when people come after you the most. Yeah. And it's so funny, and I think I talked about this in another video, how it all, you know, we, because of my situation of a past person, I don't want to associate with. I don't want little Carmen around that person. And instead of understanding that, they jump to the conclusion that we just don't want to be part of their lives anymore. And I'm like, I don't get, I guess that's what happens when you're, these younger generation, they just don't get it. They just don't, if you don't do what they want, then basically they throw their hands up and call you all kinds of stuff and whatever. It's just a sad situation all around because there is other people involved that need to be part of our lives, and and here the adults are acting like little children. That's all I have to say about it. It just, like I said, it was strange that I didn't even reach out. And yes, I could have been the bigger person to do it, but what's the point? Because they pretty much just want to do stuff with this side, the other side of the family, and which is fine. You make your bed, you lie in it. But soon there is repercussions because of your actions, and so very soon I will be having to take some measurements that I didn't see happen to do, but I can if I'm going to help you out, then I expect you to be in an adult in return. And since you can't be an adult, you want to be little children, then I have to do what I have to do. That's who I am. And I know a lot of you don't understand this, but some of you might understand it. And if you don't, then don't worry about it. Then if it doesn't contain you, then don't worry about it. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this week is kind of a laid back week, which is kind of nice coming out of a busy week. Last week was a very busy week. And going into the holidays, and then now it's kind of been a nice, restful week so far. I mean, like I said, Monday I did a lot of work, and then Tuesday the rain kind of puts like a damper on the situation, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. You know, there's stuff that I can do inside, which is great, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done in there. Yeah, so tune in on Sunday. I will have it, hopefully, the next Sunday's inspiration up on Sunday. Normally I do, but like I said, there was just so many things doing. Kind of went in there, and I just started doing this. Next thing I know, here it is already in the evening time, and I'm like, oh, it's too late to upload the video. And I actually thought about just throw it in the trash and be done with it, but I was like, no, it's a good message. So I will get it out today. That is my goal today, because I don't have much on my plate today. But yeah, thank you, chipdrop.com for helping us out, getting chips for the animals here on the farm that will help in different areas of the farm aspect. But yeah, I hope you all have a very blessed end of this month. June will be June 1st. Can't believe I'm saying June already. Because we've been in the low, for this time of year, we should be in the 80s, 70s and 80s. But we've been barely getting out of the 60s this week. It's crazy to think about. But anyways, I hope you all have a very blessed weekend and a blessed rest of the week. And we will catch you up on the next video. And we thank you for participating in our videos. And we thank you for showing your love by hitting that little button up there and that little bell. Gives you updates. And as we say around here on the farm, peace, love, and joy comes from knowing our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I will talk to you on the next video. Love y'all.
I wake up every morning, see the sunrise on the land. Fields of gold and rolling hills built by God's own hand. There's a Bible on my table and a flag out by the gate. In this land of faith and freedom, we stand up proud and pray. This is Jesus' country, where the eagle flies high, where the stars and stripes keep waving underneath